Hi, this is Andy Summers and you are logged on to guitar.com. Well, I mean, you know, on anything, you know, if you're trying to learn, it's easy to get stuck in a rut. I think if you feel like you're getting in a rut, you want to just try and, you know, even if you're someone who just plays pentatonic scales all the time, you know, try playing them in the wrong places or something, and just to start breaking it up a bit. So you know, I mean, there are no wrong notes really. You know, there just aren't. You know, you can play anything, and after a while you'll get used to hearing it, and it'll become a virtue. I mean, I don't know. Just physically, I think you've got to you know, try a clean technique and not have a sloppy right hand, because where a lot of players fall down is with the right hand. You know, they will get their left hand moving fast, but the right hand is also very important. So I think you want to really work a lot on coordination, and also to get a really good hand position, almost like a classical position. I don't think you want to get into too much of this kind of stuff, but more. I learned classical guitar, so I've got the thumb behind the neck, the hand, you know, the arm relaxed here, and everything is held like this. This is it pivots from there. And so, you know, you can get all these big stretches. I mean, a lot of people try and play some of the Police songs like Every Breath You Take, and they have a real hard time with it. And I think a lot of it's because of hand position, not getting, you know, things right. You know, so things like that.
When you get stuck in a rut, or you feel like you're just kind of going over the same stuff, you know,
yeah.
What do you do? Do you have any techniques to?
Yeah, I mean, I would like try and learn some new material. I mean, I think one of the things that's important, because we are musicians and we're supposed to play music, is not to, you know, just become like a bedroom guitar player and just sit trying to play licks or, you know, fast licks all the time, but to learn songs, you know, and be able to really play a song. You should learn how, you should start creating a repertoire of songs, whatever it is you want to play, whether it's pop songs, you know, old standards, you know, jazz pieces, but to really be able to play them, understand the form, and maybe play it in 2 or 3 keys, and create a repertoire where there's different chord progressions. I mean, the kind of thing I would do is, like, I might take a standard, you know, something like this. Something like that, and then just improvise over the chords. But play that a lot of different ways, and play over the chord sequence with a metronome, and practice it. You know, always keep changing things up. So, you know, find songs that are challenging. You know, play some really shorter songs.
Did you play fairly standard chord positions, or not? Do you experiment?
I try to change everything out. I try. First, you learn the basic chords, and then you know, if I'm say like reharmonizing a style, I always look for the most unusual voicings I can find, or that I know. Sometimes you need to change key, and you get, you know, obviously on the guitar, if you're playing E, A or D, you get a lot of open strings available that you might not in, say, E flat or B flat. So that's part of the guitar thing, you know, trying to find where you can make it sound unique to the guitar. I mean, when I made the Monk record last year, I changed a lot of the keys to so I could make it sound more guitar-like. You know, that became an important thing for me.
Do you mess around with any open tunings, alternate tunings?
No, I don't do much of alternate tunings. I mean, there is a whole world there, and there is a certain kind of playing. Like someone like what's his name, Martin Simpson or Martin Carthy, brilliant players in that. It's almost more like emulation of pipes, of folk music, but if you want to really go into that world, I don't do that. I've always been more into sort of jazz and sort of 20th century harmony, so I don't really feel a great need for that kind of playing. I stick to the standard tuning most of the time and try and find the vocabulary within that, because it's so vast already. There's one I did called Think of One, which was written in F, but I played it playing in E and totally changed the tempo in the key. But I did it in E because I could get. sounds very... See, I immediately get the, I couldn't have done that. You get all the open strings, it sounds great when you play it with the trio like that. It's big, fat and sassy. Where I wouldn't have quite got those chords in F. So, you know, things like that, just move down a fret or up a fret. And then round midnight, traditionally done in E flat minor. Now there is a school of thought that says you should never change from the original keys. Monk wrote it in E flat minor and it's sacrilegious to do that. Actually I played it as if it was in E minor on the guitar, but in fact the guitar was tuned down a half step, so I actually did play it in E flat minor. So I kind of had both things going at once. But I played it as if it was in E minor on the guitar because I was able to get a lot of sort of... So you get like a lot of open strings and things in that key there. See, the way that scenario worked out as Sting to do around midnight was, you know, I thought, would you like to do the song? Yes, he would. Okay. So we checked on the key together and we decided it should be E flat minor. Sting preferred to do it in the original key and it was right for his vocal range, which is good because that's the original key. So then, you know, I decided to do it like that. I detuned the guitar a little bit. I used slightly heavier strings so I could keep the tuning. So I detuned half step and played it as if it was in E minor on the guitar, but technically it was in E flat minor. So I recorded it very nice, you know, with Peter Erskine, Dave Carpenter, bass and drums, and how I kind of thought it would go with an introduction and everything, and laid it down. And then I did a sort of a second pass where the engineer I was working with sang the song and I played it to his vocal, so I got it the guitar a bit more as if I was playing it to a vocal. So then I had it on a Mitsubishi 48 track. I took it to Italy where Sting was living at the time, and he had that set up, so I transferred everything onto the format that he had, and or Sony was it, you know, whatever he had. So I got it onto his format, went to his studio, and he sang it to the backing that I provided. Then when I returned to Los Angeles to finish the record, I, you know, put up the track again and took another look at it and just polished up the guitar a little bit because now I had the real vocal on. So it was a few steps to get it to its ultimate place. But, you know, the technology is very easy to do that. We had so many tracks, I could just, you know, do another track or take the original off or drop bits in, you know, to make it really sit with the vocal. That was the way to do it. You know, the other way to do it, of course, would have been to just have done it together and just played to it live, sort of rehearsed it a bit. But this was, you know, as close as you can get, and it came out fine.
Memories return sometime round midnight. I have yet to learn to stop always meant